I stayed at Lutzoff Hostel last night in the bunk room actually, because when I got here, Lost and Found had done trail magic for me and paid for me to have a bunk, so I was really happy about that. And it was nice and warm and comfy in here last night, and there was only one other person, and that's like really good. This is the best bunk room I've been in. It has like privacy curtains and outlets and a little light and stuff in your bunk. We have really nice showers, and it's just a really nice hostel, so I was happy here. And today I'm doing like 16 miles to the Iron Mountain shelter, and a lot of people here are going there, so I'll know some people today, so I won't be as lonely out on the trail. It's gonna be a good day. This is what the bunk room looks like. It's all like color coded, and excuse all my stuff hanging up, but it's really nice, and little curtains and the stuff. The lake looks so clear. There's a swimming beach, and it looked like it'd be so fun to swim here if it wasn't like really cold out. But if I was like here like later in the season, I would totally like zero and then go swim in the swimming beach and like rent a paddleboard and stuff. That'd be so fun. Alright, I have gone like 5.5 miles today, and there's a shelter in like 3 or 4 that I'm gonna stop and probably have lunch at, I think. But we'll see if there's a nice spot before that, or if I want to keep going. Maybe we'll stop. But I got some more peanut butter and tortillas at the hostel, because they had like, you could just buy like little packs of peanut butter and like packs of 4 tortillas, which is a lot more convenient than buying like a whole jar. So this time I'm not stuck with peanut butter forever, just for a couple of days, instead of buying the whole thing and then eating it like every day and getting sick of it. And then I also got other snacks at the hostel, because they give you a shuttle into town, but I didn't know if there's a grocery store or not, and there kind of was, and we went there and I bought like a box of granola bars and some candy. But most of my resupply I did at the hostel, because they had like, you could buy like single things, which is nice. And then yeah, last night when we did the shuttle into town, I went to McDonald's and just got like a shake and some fries, and then had like fruit and stuff at the hostel. And this morning we had like a breakfast that had like cereal and fruit and stuff, so I had that. But I'm gonna stay at shelter tonight, and the shelter tomorrow probably. We'll either camp at them or just go in the shelter. And then the next day, just a couple miles into Damascus, and that'll be, I'll get to Damascus on Thursday, and then I'm gonna zero there Friday. I already have a reservation at the, I think it's like Lady Di's Inn, which apparently is like the like nice non-party spot there, because I want to have a nice chill 0 day. And so I'm kind of just feel like my body needs a rest, because I've been doing some bigger days, so it'll be nice to zero. I feel like there's not a lot to show on camera today, because I'm going along the lake, but you can't really see through the trees too much anymore. But the trail's like super nice. Like, it's just been like gentle ups and downs. Like, there's been some steep spots, but mostly it's like very gradual. Like, there's a lot of climbing today. I think, well, it's not a ton. 16 miles, I think we're climbing like 4,400 feet. And that's what today's like thing is. And there's only like 2,000-ish feet down. But like, it's very gradual and it's not super rocky, so you can kind of like just cruise. Just I'm making pretty good time, so I'm gonna take a lunch break. See, it's all like kind of just smooth and nice. Makes my feet feel good. I'm not like constantly tripping on rocks. Hopefully it stays this way. Alright, so a little update. I stopped and had my lunch at a water source like a little before the shelter, because apparently the shelter, it's like the Venter or something shelter that I was gonna go have lunch at, it's off. There's like 2 people that were like murdered there a while back, I guess. So that's just kind of creepy. So I'm glad I stopped and got water there and ate my roll-ups. Hey, good morning. Today's day 39. I stayed at the Iron Mountain shelter last night with a group of people I had kind of known from the hostel, and I think I'll be hiking around them for the next couple of days. so I shouldn't be quite as alone. Also, there was like a mom and a daughter there, so maybe I'll see them in the future. So it's nice to have people around. I originally set up in the shelter because I was like, there's a chance of freezing rain, and I didn't want my tent to like freeze shot again. But then it was pretty tight, and there was a 6-person shelter, and I think there were 6 of us in there, and I was kind of in the middle. And I went to go get my sleeping bag, and I was like, I could not do it. It was too close to people. So I ended up setting up my tent, and there was like a little bit of rain early in the night, and some of it froze, but it wasn't like a solid sheet of ice in my tent, so that was good. Today I'm going like another 16 miles to just the next shelter, and the same people will be there, so it's gonna be a good day. It was pretty cold last night. I think it got down to like 28, but it's already heating up again this morning. I think it's in like the mid-30s now, and it's gonna get up in like the 50s today and be like sunny. So it's gonna be a good day. I'm excited. At the Nick Grindstaff monument. I guess he was like a guy that lived alone and was always suffering alone, just him and his dog or something. Then he died alone. I don't know. I can't really find much information on it. I was trying to look on Far Out, but it doesn't say too much. But it's like so nice and sunny today, but there's like the views don't really exist. Like there's maybe kind of starting to come out. I don't know, it's like not foggy up here, but it's like it's foggy down in the valley or like off in the distance or something, so you can't really see that far. I'll show you. See, I don't know if you can tell on here, but it's like you can't see anything past the trees. It's just like clouds, but like it's sunny here. No, it'll probably show up later. I'm stopped here getting water. I was filtering water and having a snack, and look, there's a little like crawfish or something. I just went past the road crossing, and there was Trail Magic there. Like a couple there giving out food, so I had like a Coke and some like candy and a little like, I don't know, like little Debbie cake type thing. They had a lot of different like packaged stuff, which I like because they were super nice. I love getting food. And now I probably will make it a little bit farther until I stop for lunch, just because I had some snacks there. Yeah, that's exciting. I'm coming up on this big AT sign on the William Barn. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna try to like set my phone up and get a picture of myself at it, because there's no one to like take the picture for me. I mean, there's people around, but they're not like that close. So I'm gonna like set my water bottle down and set a timer, and like, I mean, you'll definitely see the picture at the end of this video. I'm like 2 miles from the shelter I'm going to tonight, but the water at that shelter is like 0.2 of a mile off trail down like some really steep thing. So I was like, oh, I'll just get water back there. That was like a 1/2 mile back, so like 2.5 before the shelter, and I'll just carry a bunch. But that water was like just like nasty, like stagnant puddle with like little bugs in it and stuff. So it's early in the day when it'll be early when I get to the shelter, so I'll just make the extra trip down. It'll be okay. This is the Queen Snob shelter. It's like super tiny. I don't even think it's on the official list of like AT shelters, just because it's so small and like kind of falling apart. I think it's more of just like a storm shelter if you really need it. But like how cute it is. It's so small. Big fire pit.